plastics business really got started during the Second World War, and that was primarily because of the shortages of all of the natural products like silk, rubber, paper. And so companies were looking to put together synthetics that could replace those in a lot of different applications.
Plastics were being used in the war with cockpit planes and gunner canopies. That was just really the infant stages of the plastics.
As crazy as it sounds, plastics is the new building material on the block, competing with things like, wood, metal, cement, and glass. So it was really just taking a look at applications and replacing them with something that was newer, as crazy as that may seem.
In the early 60s, GE introduced Lexan. You had a product that was highly impact resistant. You had a product that had great clarity. You could see through it, and it was lightweight. So it immediately gave us the opportunity to go into architectural glazing, transportation,
windows in schools, products that were going into space, helmets worn by astronauts, football helmets,
bus and train windows, street lights, fashion, jewelry displays, labels and signage.
So there were a whole host of applications that Lexan really fit right into. In the 70s and 80s, both Cadillac and Commercial were national companies. So there was terrific and fierce competition between the two.
We were known as the street fighters. We were out there scratching and clawing for orders. Cadillac, they were kind of the suit and tie guys. We had a unique way of finding sales leads back then. Many times late at night, people would search through the competitors' dumpsters for names of customers. But you have to remember, this was way before Google, and we had to find leads somehow.
In 2000, when GE acquired both Cadillac and Commercial, the industry went crazy. You got to remember that we had just spent almost 50 years competing with each other. It was a big challenge for GE to kind of bring us together. First meeting, you had all the Commercial guys on one side of the room, Cadillac guys on this side of the room. And I think GE said, well, that's not exactly what we had in mind. The next group of meetings we had assigned seating. So you had a Cadillac guy, you had a Commercial guy, you had a Cadillac guy, you had a Commercial guy. So they kind of forced that kind of integration on us. After the first couple of years, there really wasn't a Cadillac side, there wasn't really a Commercial side, there was only a Polymershapes side.
And the change that we've been through as a company, from family-owned businesses to working for big public companies like GE and Sabic, merging multiple companies, mashing together, different cultures, which really kind of made us who we are today.
I have never met a group of people who cared more about what they did and how they did it and cared about their customers as much as the people of Polymershapes.
I don't think we've ever been as strong as we are today. Every day we get better. And with what we've been through over the past 75 years, feel very confident. You can't throw too many curveballs that we haven't seen before. The quality of people, the business model that we're working in, and how we've been prepared over many, many years is just going to create a bright future for all of us.